A single dad rents a room to a college girl unaware she's a millionaire's daughter. The knock on the door came just as Daniel was struggling to balance a pot of boiling pasta with his 5-year-old daughter tugging at his sleeve. He sighed, wiped his hands on a towel, and opened the door. Standing there was a young woman, suitcase in hand, her big brown eyes both nervous and determined. "Hi," she said softly. "I'm here about the room for rent." Daniel wasn't used to strangers in his life. Ever since his wife passed away 3 years ago, he had kept his world small: work, his daughter Lily, and the small house that held their memories. Renting a room had been his last resort. The bills piled up faster than he could handle on a mechanic's salary, and Lily was starting school. He needed the money. The girl introduced herself as Emma. She was a college sophomore looking for a place close to campus. She offered to pay 2 months in advance, which made Daniel's heart unclench a little. Still, something about her seemed out of place. Her clothes weren't flashy, but her posture, her manner of speaking, it all hinted at a background far more privileged than a rented room in a worn-out single dad's home. What Daniel didn't know was that Emma was the daughter of Richard Matthews, one of the wealthiest businessmen in the state. But Emma had grown tired of being sheltered by money and judged by her last name. She wanted to live like everyone else, to experience life without the safety net of luxury. Renting Daniel's room was her first step toward independence. At first, the arrangement was awkward. Daniel was quiet and reserved, Emma polite but distant. Yet Lily, with her innocent curiosity, bridged the gap. Within days, Emma found herself sitting at their small kitchen table, coloring with Lily, laughing at her silly stories, and sneaking bites of Daniel's overcooked pasta. But challenges came quickly. Daniel's pride often clashed with Emma's kindness. When Emma offered to buy groceries one a week, he stiffened. "I didn't rent you the room so you could take care of us," he muttered. She only smiled, knowing he was trying to protect his dignity. Still, she quietly stocked the fridge with little things Lily loved, telling Daniel she got them on sale. Emma faced her own struggles too. Adjusting to a simpler life wasn't easy. The first time the old heater broke down, she was shivering under 3 blankets, realizing she had never truly been cold before. But instead of calling her father to fix it, she watched Daniel pull the unit apart, his grease-stained hands working with patience. Something about his determination to make do with what they had stirred something deep in her. Over time, Emma became more than just a tenant. She helped Lily with homework, packed lunches when Daniel was working late, and even encouraged him to chase his dream of opening his own repair shop instead of working long hours for little pay at someone else's garage. Daniel resisted at first, but Emma's belief in him was relentless. The turning point came one rainy night when Daniel's car broke down on his way home. He arrived late, soaked and exhausted, only to find Lily fast asleep on the couch with Emma beside her, a children's book still open in her lap. For the first time in years, Daniel felt a sense of home, being not just a house with memories of what he lost, but a place filled with warmth again. Still, the truth about Emma's background hung silently between them. Daniel suspected she wasn't telling him everything, but he didn't pry. That truth came crashing down one afternoon when Richard Matthews himself appeared at Daniel's doorstep in a sleek black car, demanding to know why his daughter was living in such a place. The confrontation was tense. Richard looked at Daniel like he was beneath him, accusing him of taking advantage of Emma. Daniel, proud and furious, nearly asked Emma to leave then and there. But Emma stood her ground, tears in her eyes as she told her father she chose this life because here, she was seen for who she was, not what she was worth. That moment changed everything. Richard didn't approve, but he saw the strength in his daughter's eyes and reluctantly agreed to let her make her own choices. Daniel, though shaken, realized Emma wasn't just a wealthy girl playing pretend, as she was someone willing to fight for a life of meaning. Months later, Daniel's small repair shop finally opened. Thanks to a silent investment Emma arranged, not from her father, but from the savings she had stubbornly built on her own. She never told Daniel how much she had contributed, only that she believed in him. And as Daniel watched Emma laughing with Lily at the shop's opening day, he realized she had become part of their lives in a way he never expected. Not because of money, not because of need, but because of love, courage, and the simple truth that family can be found in the most unexpected places.